So there you go, guys. This is Persh here, and in this part of a video we're gonna discuss about string, and pretty much most of you didn't know about array in the previous video, so as I could expect that most of you didn't know about string too, because if you are doing programming the first time, you need not know to strings and array I told you in the previous video, and I know that I have to do questions on array, but yeah, surely I'll do questions on array and string both simultaneously in the next video. So till then we are learning string handling today. So what is a string? String provides a lot of concepts provided in the concentrated string. In Java, string is basically immutable object. I will tell you everything in detail. And what is a string in a layman language such as array? String is just like array, but the thing is it can store any it can't store integers, it can store characters only. In the layman language only, yeah, is a sequence of characters. But in Java, string is an object, string class. I told you everything in Java is an object. Now pretty much all of you are thinking like, how can string be an object? So I'll tell you. So there are two ways to create a string. By string literal. So what is a string literal? A string literal says that string literal is created by first creating, you have to create an object of string class. Now string is a class in Java. You can see that first letter is capital. So string is a class which you have to create an object, and in object in double quotes you have to store the string. Now what happens in JVM, when you create a string, it stores that string in a string constant pool. Means it is a pool where all the strings are stored. So every time you add a string, it checks that is it resembles that string which is saved, is that matching that previous string. So let's take an example. You stored s1, you make an object s1 of string class and edit welcome in that. Means s1 is pointing to string welcome, and this welcome is stored in a string constant pool in JVM machine. And when second time you create an object s2 and add the same, and s2 is and add the value of welcome in s2, means that s2 is pointing toward welcome. Now when JVM checks that is it resembles any string over there, is it, when it matches, no different object is created, both are pointing to the same string. You can see in the diagram too, welcome is stored once but you have created twice, both are pointing to the same string. So this is what a literal string literal is. In the above example, okay, I told you in words. So why Java uses this weird method of string literal to make memory efficient? Because most of the times you are storing same things in the memory and it takes different memory and your memory can last. Okay, so this the second method of creating a string is by new method. I told you when you fire a constructor of a different class, you use keyword new. So it is the new keyword new is no new to you, so you have to create an object string of string class, new keyword string, and in brackets you would store the desired string. Okay, this will work the same way as string literal. And in this string series you're gonna learn about different concepts like this. So the first concept I will tell you is immutable string. So this is something that is not easy to understand, so you and me both can try, and let's just go. In Java, string are immutable means what? Let's just take an example. You stored Sachin in string s and you want to just change that, and you can't, in Java you can't change that, but to change that, to edit, to update that, you have to use the object of strings are immutable but the strings aren't. Like you can see that the objects can change but the strings can't, but objects are pointing to them. So what happens here is this. First have a look at this example first. You have Sachin and s and you want to concat it. Concat means edit that or add after that. So s.concat Tendulkar should have print Sachin Tendulkar, but it don't, because S is a string and in Java string is immutable, it's unchangeable. So what happens here is when you fire s.concat, it makes another string Sachin Tendulkar, but your S is still pointing to Sachin. You can't change that pointing to Sachin Tendulkar. So to change that, you have to do a simple thing like S is equals to s.concat, means you have to change the object pointing. Now after this step, both are pointing to the same string, that is Sachin Tendulkar, and the output will be Sachin Tendulkar only. So this is a brief introduction in what is string and what is string, prototypes, types, definition. So for now, let's get a goodbye, have practice with string, revise, and pause the videos where would you like to just have a notes. So thank you, goodbye.